Part 2. This is Michael. In case you haven't seen the first one, you should probably go back and click the first introduction that I have. But anyways, let's go back to where I was. Okay, the law of three, or the rule of three, which states anything you do or send out comes back to you threefold. I didn't agree with that, mainly because I don't feel that any person should get, like the repercussions or rewards should be any worse or better for doing something that everyone has the ability to do. I don't feel, and I don't believe, that I'm going to get 3 times, the energy back to me for either doing something good for somebody or for doing something bad. I do believe in, you reap what you sow, or whatever, karma, all that. Like, I do believe in there's a balance that the universe takes into, well, whatever. It just has this balance that it keeps, like a big old freaking bank. And it knows, you make deposits and you make withdrawals, and it knows, it keeps track, obviously, because it don't fuck with its money. And, like, I believe in that, so I don't see the point in why you would need... And to me, it's a scare thing. It's to scare people into, like, don't do anything bad because it'll come back to you 3 times. And no, I feel, and a lot of the reason why I got into witchcraft was the power. Like, how are you going to tell me I can or can't do something, and if I do, I'm going to get in a lot, like 3 times as much trouble? No. I believe you'll, like I said, you reap what you sow. You put something out there, well then eventually it's got to balance, so it's got to come back. I mean, that is just the way it is. That's the universe. All about balance. Keeping the balance is what it is. So, I don't see the point of the 3 times, I guess, and that was my big thing. That was my really big thing. And the other thing was, do as thou wilt, and ye harm, and ye harm none, do as thou wilt, or whatever. Like, and it included, like, you can't hurt yourself, you can't hurt anybody else. And don't get me wrong, I'm not like one of these people, because like I said, I mean, I've been researching and I've been reading and practicing a little for about 8 years. So I know fairly, I'm not some naive kid who's just like, no, fuck that. I'm going to go out and hurt somebody, or put a spell or curse somebody or hurt somebody, because that's not what I'm about. I've never done anything like that. I've been tempted and wanted to do it several times. Don't get me wrong. I'm not one to be like, oh no, it's okay. No, fuck no. I'm about keeping shit in check, and I'm about keeping, the control. But I do feel at times, if I got burned bad enough, and if someone hurt me bad enough, you better be believing that I'm going after you. Like, so don't get me wrong, I'm not one of these, like, roll it off my back, because no, that's not what I got into this path for. It's to take power into my hands, and to decide, what I feel is right or just, and that's what I love about the spiritual path, about magic, about energy work, is the fact that it tells you, hey, you got the power. Everyone has this power. Here's how to use it. You want, you can. If you don't, that's up to you. And I'm one of the people that want. I want it. I want it freaking bad, man. I'm trying to go to that next level. That's another thing. Like, when they say you can't, like, don't hurt anybody, including yourself, it's like we do stuff to hurt ourselves constantly. Smoke cigarettes, smoke weed. I don't smoke cigarettes, that shit's nasty. But anyways, smoking weed or drinking or breathing in air. Freaking drinking soda these days is cancerous and all this shit they say. So, it's impossible to follow that rule. So I threw those 2 out of the window, and then, I mean, I figured that was kind of like the main structure, or the main rules anyway, that Wicca had. And then, so about 2 years ago, I was just like, nah, I don't, so now, I'm eclectic. I mean, I've always been eclectic, but I, affiliated with the whole Wiccan philosophy in that way for a while. But, yeah, like I said, now I'm eclectic, and I just, I'll research something. I'm not just someone, oh, let me grab this, let me get this from this religion because it looks cool or anything like that. I want to research something before I get in over my head, or before I call something I don't know what the hell it is. So, I'm not, yeah, like I said, I'm not naive. I know what the hell I'm doing. If I don't, I research it, and, I find out information until I feel comfortable enough to work with whatever it is, whatever energy or whatever it is that I'm working with, the spell, whatever, meditation, goddess, God, spirit, energy, all of it. Like, Well, you gotta go later.